Hello, welcome to Wizard of Chalk. Today I'm going to be working with the Club Couture transfer, and this month for January is called Happy Valentine's Day, and this is an exclusive transfer. You can only get it if you join Club Couture. It's basically a monthly subscription program, and so what you would get with your kit every month is you get a B-size transfer, and then you get 3 of the paste singles that they pick the colors that go with the transfer. So with this month, I don't have the paste singles in front of me, but the colors that are being used are peony and the Couture teal and the candy apple, which is a beautiful red. This one's getting really low. I might even get to use it all up today, and then I can just open a new one. So, and then the other part of it is when you do join, you get the opportunity to add they call it a kickstart kit, and I'm trying to remember everything that comes with it, but you do get one of these boards. This is called an Aiden. It's a 9x12, and these are beautiful boards. This alone is worth the money. You can reuse these over and over and over, and I'm going to show you how. This is actually last month's transfer that I have on here. So if you do the Kickstart kit, the basic idea is to just reuse your surface over and over every month. So it's awesome as an add-on, and I believe it's even discounted. I'm not 100% sure on how much it is. I think it's about 10% discount when you buy the kit. The kit comes with one of these. It comes with a board and base, and it comes with, pretty sure it comes with a mini squeegee. And you know what? I'm going to have to look in to see what else. I'll put it in the comments as to what is included all in that kit. But it's definitely worth adding that onto your first month's subscription. So you basically will get everything at once that you need to create. And then every month you'll just get a new transfer, and you can wash off your surface, whether it's this one or the smaller one, which is the board and base. You can reuse them over and over and over again, which is just, I think it's just so much fun. Anyway, so I'm using this is called a board eraser, and I got it wet. That's all we do to clean this off. Is you basically want to just get the chalk that's dried on there, and it's dry. Like, you have to really scrape really hard. When it's dry, it shouldn't come off until you wet it. So now that it's wet, it's just kind of absorbing the moisture, which kind of reactivates it basically and turns it back into like a liquid form. So it's really easy to remove off your surface. And these board erasers, they come in a pack of 2, and they're really inexpensive, but they're really handy. They'll remove all of the residue that chalk can leave on a board, so you don't have any of that ghosting. And normally I would just go wash this off in the sink and then give it another wipe, but just for the sake of the video, I'm just going to take off the remainder of the residue with, I have a wipe here that I'm just going to finish it with, just to save some time so you're not waiting for me to go wash and rinse out my board eraser. So, okay. So that was just a disinfectant wipe that I used just to pick up the remainder of the paste. And I'm just going to dry it really quickly. This is just a microfiber cloth. Okay, so that's good to go. So now I'm actually going to just set this aside for a moment and open my transfer up. And then I'm going to grab my scissors. So these are scissors that they're designed for cutting these transfers. They work really slick. And the nice thing about them being this special teal color is I find I don't grab them for cutting other things, so I'm not ruining them by cutting ribbon or things I shouldn't really be using them for. So they'll stay sharp much longer just because I'm only using them on my transfer. I have a bunch of other scissors around that are just for whatever else I need to use them for. So I'm going to go ahead and just write with a Sharpie onto the back of my pieces, my transfer. So, and the reason why I do that is because these transfers, once you use them, you can just wash them and use them over and over and over again. So you want to be able to place them back onto the transfer sheets. It's like a backing sheet, and you will need to put them back on the right way. So this just helps you. What's that say? Be mine. Be mine. And XOXO. All right. So I'm going to set my Sharpie aside. And just have to figure out exactly which ones I want to do. So I think these ones, I'm going to basically do the way it shows in the photo from Couture, because it's really adorable. And I want to use the colors that are included in the kit. Sometimes I don't show you that. Sometimes I'll show you something different. But I thought, you know, this month I'm going to show it the way corporate is showing it, at least for this project. I may make some other projects with these, and then I'll just change up my colors however I want. So this transfer, it is a silk screen, really great quality. You can get lots of little details. I don't know if you can see in there, but you can actually see there's like little speckling of pieces of transfer. It's like little speckles, which will give you a lot of detail that just cutting a transfer out on or a design out, say on a Cricut, you're not going to get that type of detail. Okay, I can see there's some air bubbles trapped that I need to get out. I'm literally going to go from the center and using, this is called a small squeegee. I'm just using a small squeegee just to get those air bubbles out. So you want to make sure your project is good before you start, otherwise it'll just, the chalk will run underneath and you won't get that crisp line. It'll just be kind of a globby mess in that area where it's not stuck down properly. So it's better to just take a moment at the beginning and make sure everything's good before you get started. And it only takes a moment. This is probably the longest process. It's just making sure your transfer is straight and then there's no air bubbles in it. Okay, I think it's good. Don't see any air bubbles. Okay, so I'll call that good. And then I just need to grab, I've got 3 different colors. I've already stirred my paste before I started the video. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one in the red. Very traditional Valentine's color. And I am running really low on this Okay, so I'm just hoping actually, I think I will just end up using this all up today, which is perfect. Or at least most of it. Because a little bit can go quite a long way. I've had this since, when did I receive it? It would have been in June after I joined. By the time I received my product, it would have been June. And I hold classes and I've done a lot of projects, and I'm just starting to get low on my red. So a little goes a long way. And as you can see, I covered everything with the paste, and now I'm just literally taking my squeegee and holding it straight up and down and pulling it towards me. Got a little lump there. So I'm just pulling it towards me, just scraping off the excess paste. And putting it back into my container. Okay, so that's that one. And I have paste on my fingers, of course. Always manage to get dirty. I was going to blame it on my container being a little bit empty, but you know, I think I get it on my fingers no matter what. I always seem to. So it's handy just having these wipes just beside me. They're just wet and ready to go. I should really grab a cloth and just keep a wet cloth beside me. Makes more sense, but I just didn't have it ready. So, okay, so now before it dries too much, I want to peel this off. It's best to peel your transfer kind of from the center, because they can have a tendency to, they can warp a bit because they're quite sticky. And if you peel them on the wrong type of grain, it'll actually, just like fabric, you know how fabric can sometimes judge? That can cause a problem. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just blow dry this. And as it dries fully, the red will actually become brighter. It's still wet kind of underneath, I guess you can say. So we're gonna do that one. This one, Love Me, I'm gonna do that in red. And a little trick, I'm going to, because this is still fairly soft and kind of fresh, I'm just gonna take the backing from this Love Me piece, and I'm just gonna set it excuse me, on top of the part that could be still wet. I don't want it to lift up, so that's just something that I like to do, that I've learned, a little trick. It helps so you don't accidentally peel up a portion that is not fully dry. Okay, so I'm going to set that one aside. And I got my fingers. Okay, and then Kiss Me. I'm going to do it here. I'll peel that one up. Okay, I'm just going to quickly dry these two. reason why I like to dry them is in between is only because I might accidentally touch something that I don't want to smudge. So I always just hit it with a little bit of air, and then it's good. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one's gonna be in blue. This is the Couture teal, and it really matches the transfer color quite well, which is why they called it that. Okay, so this one I'm going to reuse again. I'm going to actually overlap it a little bit. So I just have to be careful. I'm going to actually set this down just to help. And I want to reuse it again fairly quickly. I don't want it to dry, the paste to dry in the silk screen itself. Just a little bit. Actually, it might be okay. Okay. Peel that off. And I think I just need, actually, I'm going to put this up here too. And again, I'm just going to tuck this transfer backing behind. Oops, I got that one a little bit lost. Okay. And one more. Hopefully that's good. I'll have to double check that one. So that might be a little too close there. Okay. I'll just fix that. All right, let's see. Yeah, that one worked. Okay, so I'm done with the blue. And again, I just want to blow dry those. Aside, and now my only other color is the pink. This pink is called Peony. It's a very, I call it like a very girly pink because it's almost a Barbie pink. Okay, so mine can go, she'll start down here. Again, I'm going to this on here just to protect that. Make sure it doesn't come up. So if while you're watching my video, you if you're not a designer, if you wouldn't mind sharing it, that would be really appreciated. It's hard to get out in Facebook world and let people know what I'm doing, just because of their algorithms are so like, they're really difficult lately, and you just never know who might be interested in doing this as either a job or as a hobby, or they may want to just come to my classes. So if you wouldn't mind sharing, I would love that. Okay, and I'm going to do one more pink one, and I'm going to put it down here. I want it to overlap a little bit. Okay. And one more. So these transfers, they just literally wash up with water. And once they're dry, I just place them back onto their backing sheets, and they're just awesome to use over and over. Love that. I love that about our surfaces, the ones that are chalkboard style, that they're all reusable. We do have some that are not. I'm just putting the lids on my chalk paste because they do have a tendency to dry out fairly quickly, and so I just want to close them up while I'm talking, just so they're in good shape. Anyways, isn't that adorable? I just love how it turned out. I'm going to put it out on my entryway table. I have a bunch of my Valentine stuff out already, all my decorations, as well as my 3-tiered tray. So I'm going to add this in there, and I just think it's a cute thing. And I could totally see taking some time and creating another project and doing the lace in white, and then just having the inner portion more red. And I could even do it as I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you how you can do a blending, so it kind of goes from white into, I guess it would turn to a pink with the red in the center. That would be really adorable. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions about Couture and what I do, please reach out to me and let me know. Just leave me a comment or a message, and I will get back in touch with you. And if you are interested in joining Couture at all, being part of my team as well, just let me know. Or you can leave a comment, join, and I can send you some information. And then the other thing is the Club Couture. Excuse me, sorry, I need a drink of water. Club Couture, this is the monthly subscription program, and this one is January's. If you join today, you wouldn't actually get this one, excuse me, because it would start in February for you. But you do have the option of adding this one on if you were interested in this one. It would just be an add-on function that you would have to click on. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye-bye.